Why, hello there everyone. I'm the Kumo Sensei, also known as Low, Miles Low, Akairo Miles Low. Welcome back to another vlog. And today, this one is my birthday over the weekend on June 7th, on Saturday. And I have to say, this was actually a really good birthday. And with it, really all I did was go outside, celebrate it a little bit at a barbecue event, then, travel a little bit here and there. It was a really good birthday overall. And for those who are wondering, I'm officially 25 years old. Or you could say my mid-20s. And yeah. So, this birthday really starts off as me getting ready for a community barbecue event, and the food there was amazing. I did invite a friend out, but let's just say I got left alone, basically kind of like stood up, I guess, but that was okay overall. And after that, I went to go say hello to some people, but overall though, it was an amazing birthday, I have to say. But getting older, I do have some priorities that I want to talk about, since I'm basically in my mid-20s now, and there's some goals that I haven't talked about, so I would like to talk about it. But overall, I do want to be thankful for everybody and everyone for this beautiful birthday on Saturday on June 7th. My birthday was very calm and I enjoyed it a lot. So truly, thank you everybody. And let's just see how it goes as time goes on. Whether it gets shorter, longer, or worse or better on my birthdays. Some things do get better with age. Other things, maybe not so much. But I really wonder how it's gonna go. 25 is still young. Now you're seeing my family behind the camera because they didn't want to be in the shot. But essentially though, my family is singing me happy birthday. And the audio is kind of janky on this camera. And I didn't use my mic for the camera, so you're not going to hear them say happy birthday. But essentially though, they're singing happy birthday to me. And I'm super thankful and just super happy. And yes, you can tell I did change out my clothes to something fancy that I usually don't wear too often, but I did wear it in that one vlog, but I decided to wear it for this one since it was a special occasion. Now I'm going to show you some of the things that I've gotten for my birthday. I'm not going to show everything, but just some things here and there that, you might find interesting, such as this pretty cool old school Boogie Pop, anime collector's edition. I thought that was really cool and things like that. So please do enjoy the gifts. And now I do want to spend this time to talk about, the goals that I mentioned earlier. Now that I'm in my mid-20s, so one of the goals in my mid-20s that I want to complete before I'm 30 is traveling a little bit. I would like to travel to Japan, obviously, Canada, because that one was a promise I made a long time ago, and, other places here and there. That is one of my goals now that I'm in my mid-20s, approaching, my 30s in the future. So within that time span, would like to travel a little bit more. And this other one I want to mention is very personal, but I think it's time I mention it. I do want to get into a relationship again. I want to fall... That's kind of funny. I do want to fall in love again, but I think it's time I discuss a little bit about this. Some of you may have already noticed, but I've been hurt a lot of times in my past relationships. And everybody thinks that looks is everything. I promise you, I don't go for looks anymore. I am burned out. You can even tell on my daily uploads that I really just have my bed hair on. I don't style my hair anymore, or I don't really go crazy on my looks anymore. I'm looking for my forever partner. I am not looking for the most prettiest person. I'm looking for the person who's just accepting of who I am. And this is much easier said than done, honestly. I'm just kind of scared, if I'm being honest, of opening myself up again to a relationship. Because when you go through a breakup or you go through a rough time in a relationship, you really kind of struggle to love yourself again. But once you do, you kind of become too independent in a way. I'm just scared of falling in love again, because what if I open myself up and things just don't? What if it happens again, I don't know why I'm always on the short end of the stick, I guess, when it comes to relationships. I mean, getting cheated on isn't so great, is it? But I've been through a lot to where I've basically put like these mental blocks in me to where I don't really blush as much as I used to, nor do I feel like my heart is pulsating 1,000 times in a relationship. And I guess it's because of past experiences that really put up this emotional barrier around your heart, you know? I'm not saying I'm a harder person to get around, but for me, I'm very cautious now, I guess. So I do take it much more casual in a relationship rather than more emotional, because I'm just kind of scared of like the mental and emotional investments only for it to crumble in the end. So I do like to take it kind of slow, but I am hoping to try and open myself up again to my future partner, because I do want to get married as well in the future, but I think it's too early to talk about that, right? But I keep asking myself, is it really okay for me to fall in love again? Because at this point I feel so drained up and so used up that like, am I even worth it to somebody out there? At this point, I'm basically independent if I want to be, but it really wouldn't hurt to try and get back into a relationship. I do want to stay positive, and who knows, maybe my future girlfriend or my future wife is watching this later on and she's probably gonna laugh, but this is just me being honest as of now. I think it's time for me to give it another go. The question is, how am I supposed to find this person? Well, I can cook, I can clean, I can pay my own bills, and I can work for my own money. I'm basically independent. It's kind of funny. My family makes a joke saying that I should be the husband and the wife and just marry myself, but I can't do that, can I? I am looking for that special someone for me. And now that I'm in my mid-20s, I would like to start trying to find that person. And some of you may be wondering, what if I don't find that partner? Well, I guess I'll just use my time to get a facility, live in my own workplace, and then become a spider master or something of the sort. But whatever, right? But overall though, it was a great birthday. I have future plans, and hopefully I can get back into a relationship, and this time hoping that I'll find my forever partner. And with that, that's really about it. See you.